So I'm tracking something here, and I wanted to go ahead and make this video to keep myself present, aware, and honest about this before, because people aren't going to believe me unless I make the video and I put it out. So excuse me, I'm about to go to sleep, but I want to put this down because I got two more bits that are a part of this conversation. So go back and watch this video. I'll try to connect it to this one. If I don't connect it, just go find me in that blue outfit that I got off of TikTok. So here's the thing. I was talking about how I was, and actually just go on YouTube and find the video, because I'm talking about redeeming the fallen, right? And those demonized. And I was drawing a line, a connection between the way that people with melanin, let's just stick with black people to keep it simple, the way black people have been demonized and portrayed as something we never were. And it's as simple as the people actually think that black people are the leading commit the crimes. They're criminals. They're naturally inferior and intellectually incompetent, when those who are making those statements are the ones who are the mediocre, the incompetents, etc. Especially the ones who are destroying our nation right now. But there's something I want to put down on videotape, just so that it can be captured on 4/13/2025, so that when I go back and I say, hey, do you see what I told you, what I was expecting to hear and see, and then those things have come to pass. I want it to just be on tape. So I was talking about the Nephilim, those things that are traditionally known as the fallen angels, or things that would fit into that category, something above, falling below, because there's still a bit that I have to flesh out for you guys about when I'm talking about that which is above, falling to the below, because there's a whole teaching on that. But I'm going to keep this simple because I need to go to bed. Think of it like this, from the prospect of the Bible very much so characterizes those who fell to the earth. The fallen angels is what they're known as. And they knew or procreated with human women and created what is demonized as the Nephilim. They were the giants. They're the people of great renown. And the story, as the story goes, and forgive me, it's late, so if I get a detail wrong, it is what it is. I'll have to fix it later. The story goes that the earth was flooded to get rid of those things. And so I was telling you that if I've been triggered to not be able to unthink like I thought, usually I'm going to get some more information, some more insight. So there's two other things, because there's a pattern and there's a duality that's about to be set up between miscegenation, anti-miscegenation laws, racial intermixing, because the intermixing of just black people and white people was demonized, and it was illegal at a point. And so that's one part. In the same way that it's been not the interaction, but the procreation, like fallen angels, I'm going to put that in, quotation marks, fallen angels or angels procreating with humans, has been, it's been outlawed, demonized, prohibited, or at least as alleged. Okay, because there's more that I need to talk about, because there's a whole discussion on hybrids, intermixed species, etc. If you're looking at a human, you're looking at intermixed, but whatever. But to keep this tight as I can, as sleep deprived as I am, I'm tracking a pattern here, and And there are some probabilities and then some things that I may eventually just predict for you all. But the topic is so wild. Forgive me, I'm laying down if I look a little strange. The topic is so wild that I I think it's important here that I'm tracking what's going to happen with both anti-miscegenation, miscegenation concepts, the demonization of racial mixing. Race is a fictitious concept, but let's just use it. Black and white people. Let's keep it simple and keep it tight. I'm tracking that because there's going to be stuff that's going to come up, but I can't give you it as I can't even give it to you as a probability yet. I can't say that it is a definite, but I am tracking a pattern here that if you understand and you've been paying attention, those of us who are pattern people, so the universe has been giving, especially in the United States, and I say universe loosely, God, whatever you want to call it, it gives, it's a testing system and people aren't paying attention to it. You have, so I'll back off of the conversation about patterns in the universe, but here's something that needs to be put down. I'm tracking a pattern here. There is the possibility of renewed discussions of anti-miscegenation laws, anti-racial mixing laws. There is but there is also going to eventually be, and I'm not sure if it's locks going to be presented together, which is anti-miscegenation, racial mixing, being used as an anti-miscegenation laws and possible potential future in the United States, the revocation of marriages, current marriages, and then also the future marriages being prohibited between peoples of certain racial classification. Because again, we're all fully aware of the fact that they're wanting to breed more white babies, so they've gotten rid of abortion, and now they're going to start preventing white men from being able to have children with those of the melanated variety. Just say black people, we'll keep it tight. So then you also should be seeing down the road, if not contemporaneous in time too, a renewed discussion and a look at what do they call it, the times of Noah. And you should also be looking for, I'm going to use the word species, but it's not right. Human to non-human procreation, creating something that is part human, part non-human. And you should be looking for that pattern, for that to creep up. But the probability is so still in its nascent stage that this one's going to be interesting. People really should treat this as a because I predicted for you guys maybe 4 years ago that as I've always told you, like, reality is more expensive than you think. Since I only have a little bit of time left, I'm gonna say this: you need to look for, one, you're going to see a return of non-human entities, but two, you're also going to see a renewed discussion of non-human entities procreating or producing progeny with humans, or what we see as humans now. And then you're also going to begin to see the pre-existent and the currently existing hybrid. Wild topic, but just stay tuned.